Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy my painting videos. Today I'll be doing an animal painting tutorial, and I chose a toucan, a bird. Actually, this is my first time to paint a toucan. I don't know, I just you know what, I've been painting for years and I realized that I've painted almost everything under the sun except toucans. So I'll be painting a bird today. This is not the first time that I'm painting a bird, but for the toucan, yes. So here are the colors that I'll be using for today's painting tutorial. This will be all listed in the description box below, so you don't have to worry about, forgetting what I said. Anyway, you can always replay the video so that you get to take note of the colors that I'm mentioning. So we have titanium white, lemon yellow, burnt sienna, Mars black. Yes, that's it. Primary blue. Yeah, that's it. Burnt sienna. Did I mention that already? I'm forgetting things. All right, so I'm gonna background first my canvas paper. I was thinking of not backgrounding it, but I feel like it's gonna be a really boring thing if there's no background. You may choose not to background it. You can simply fast forward the video and just proceed to the main subject. But I feel like a background would be would add a little drama to it. I'll be doing a watered down background, meaning just to color the background. We don't want to leave it just plain white. So if you want to leave your painting just plain white, you can do that. I'll be choosing a light browny, yellowy color background. So I'll be getting my titanium white, my black, and then yellow. I'm just gonna start adding. Actually, it seems like it's green. Well, I might stick to this color because it is only by accident. So I might choose to just have this color. I don't want to add brown to this. I kind of like the green color because it's more of natural color or the nature color. I'm gonna stick to this color. Again, you can always choose the background color for your own painting. Me, I'm just gonna do this one. So I'm just using some yellow, black, and white. So I'm just alternately using those colors. This is just the background, very suggestive of the setting of the painting, meaning nature. It doesn't have to be of any particular detail because that's just my style. When I do still life or when I do portraits, I let the background just become the background. I don't want it to be another detailed part of the painting because that just distracts me and also the viewers, I think, from really focusing on the main subject, which should be the main focus of the painting. That's why there are really paintings that I don't like because yeah, I have to be very honest, because some paintings the background is just stands out in the same manner that the foreground or the main subject does. And I kind of don't like that because it confuses my brain where to focus. I know that being or becoming, no, no, not being more detailed is good. But for me, I would love to focus more on uh, what I intend to be the focus of the subject. All right. I think this is a good background color. It's very light. Doesn't have to be super, super suggestive. But the colors that are involved here are more of colors of trees and the light as well. So I want to add a little bit of greeny color. So I'll be mixing my yellow and black to achieve some sort of greenness. I don't know if you know that if you combine black and yellow, you get green. Okay, I think one person before just couldn't believe what I said. And he was like, no, really? Something like that? But I've tried it myself and I've already proven that it's true. I guess that person just simply haven't tried it. So I'm just adding a little bit of this color. The main subject will be in the center, so don't worry too much about the background. Again, it's just suggestive of the setting. It should not be really the main focus of this subject. All right, I think this is enough. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of black so that we get to focus more on the middle section. Okay, I kind of like the background now. It's very abstract, right? So I'm gonna sketch next the subject, which is the toucan. It's gonna be easy. I think I'll be categorizing this painting under, easy category because birds are not really complicated when it comes to painting them. So for the sketch, I'll be using my black. Okay. So I'm gonna sketch first, and I'm gonna start right here in the middle section. This is the sketch, so the likelihood of me committing mistakes doing the sketch is very high because I'm using paint straight away. Anyway, all right, so that's the beak. Okay. Actually, it's very easy. But I feel like this is a good practice, especially for children. If children are painting along with me with the guidance of their parents as well. So I'm not changing my color, I'm still using black. So the feathers will be up to maybe right here. Okay, so we're gonna color this first black, this area. All right, I think I'm gonna change my brush so that the coverage is larger in one stroke, just like that. This is just the underpainting for the feathers. We'll be adding more details to this area later. For now, let's just color it. Oops, sorry, it's moving. Just use black. Okay, just like that. Okay, good. Okay. Now I'll be using the same color, black, on the beak. So I'll be getting again my black. Just color it. This is not the actual color. This is the preliminary colors, the underpainting. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. All right, that's just the underpainting for the feathers and the beak. Now I'm gonna underpaint the rest of the body, and I'll be using a different color. I'll be using a little bit of gray. So I'm getting my black and white to get that gray color. Maybe add a little more black. Okay, I'm gonna try to color the rest of the face. This is the underpainting as well. So for the feathers to look more natural, you don't want to do strict lines or like super straight lines. You want to make sure that there are some uneven brush strokes, just like what I'm doing, you know, overlapping and yeah, making some natural markings like that. Alright. Now I'll be washing my brush out. You want to use a different color now. I'll be using my, I haven't really prepared my burnt sienna. Are we filming? Alright, we're filming. So I'm just getting my burnt sienna. And I think I'll be adding a little bit of that color. It's too much. So I'm gonna add a little bit of browns right here. And then I'm just gonna drag. Just like that. Again, we want to make sure that it looks natural. We don't want to create super strict lines. I'll be using this brown just to sketch the this part of the feathers. Just for sketching, okay? And then I'm just gonna underpaint it with a little bit of brown right here. And I'm also going in the direction, like in the diagonal direction, like so. Alright, just like that. So we follow the patterns of a bird's feathers. And I'm gonna go and get my yellow. So get your yellow. I'm just using pure yellow. And I'm gonna do the same brush strokes. Okay. We're gonna paint over the brown. But we're not really painting over the brown. We're just trying to get that browny color appear, even if only very subtle. Okay, right here. Alright, I'm gonna dab onto my white. Still using my yellow. Let's, okay. More yellow. Sometimes dried acrylics. So as you can see here, I'm still following that vertical, sometimes diagonal brush strokes for the feathers. You don't want to lose that pattern because if you do very random brush strokes right here, you will be creating brush marks that are not consistent with the patterns of a bird's feathers. Just like that. And now I'll be adding a little bit of black to this yellow so that I create a little bit of green. Okay. Again, remember, when you mix yellow and black, you create green. So we're gonna be applying that color. Right here. just towards the ends. Alright, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna use another brush. I'm so sorry about the street noise. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to the street noise, because I always have it when I paint. I'm gonna get my blue. Get your primary blue. So I'm gonna get my blue and white. So it's like this. Right. Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of burnt sienna just to tone down the color. And I'm gonna use this to color this area of the face. This will be where the eye of the bird is. But first we have to color it blue. And also right here. I did not do it during the underpainting so that, you know, it becomes easier for me to just do it later. Okay, I'll be using the remaining blues. I'm gonna dry brush a bit, just around the upper face area. Alright, just like that. Just to make sure that this is properly colored blue. Just like that. And okay, I'm gonna allow this first to dry before we move on to the next step. Okay, now I'll be getting again my gray. So get your gray. I think I'll be adding more gray. We'll be dry brushing now. So I'm gonna remove the excess water from my paint. Just damp it using your towel, and I'm gonna start creating some highlights on the beak. As much as possible, you want to dry brush instead of just dragging wet paints on the surface. You want to dry brush, make sure that you remove the excess water from your paintbrush. It's more of a technique. Okay, it's gonna extend right here. We're still using gray. Later we will be using pure white. For now, let's start with the gray first. because I'm always like that. We don't want to use pure white right away. Just use gray first. Okay, I'm gonna wet it just to make sure that it's evenly spread on the area that I'm highlighting. Mark. All right, just like that. Now I'm gonna get my white, okay? Get your white, pure white. And I'm gonna start creating some feathers that are highlighted on the toucan. So move your brush in a way as if you're following the patterns of a feather. I assume that we all have seen feathers, right? That. Just like that. All right, now I'll be using a more pointy brush. So using a pointy brush, I'm gonna get my black, pure black. Let's do the eye. Okay, let's do the eye. This is a round thing, so I'm gonna create a circle. It need not be a perfect circle because it isn't perfect. It's a little bit of oval shape. Yeah, like that. All right, I'm gonna allow this first to dry. Let me just first correct some areas. Okay. Okay, we want to make some feather details. Okay, now I'll be using my fan brush, this. Okay, I'll be getting my gray. This time I'll be adding more black to my gray, so we need a little bit of dark gray. So maybe this gray, and I'm just gonna create some patterns on the body of the bird. And I'm gonna create some sort of light effect right here. Just graying it, you know. Okay, making it appear more blurry. And right under the chin, I'm gonna darken it. The chin, did I say chin? Right under the beak, I'm gonna darken it, and also right here, using darker gray. Right, it's really fun. And I'm gonna slightly create some markings on the beak, very random. Then here, I think I'll be adding more feathers. Okay, just more details. Alright. Okay, using my pointy brush, I'm gonna use blue. So get your primary blue without mixing it with anything. Let's go around this area, the eyes. Okay. So I'm using this blue color, just going around this bluish area on the face. So some areas will be dark blue, some will be light blue. Alright. And then I'm gonna create like an eyelid using dark blue. Just go around the upper part of the eye. And right here. Okay. Just like that. And then using white, I'm just gonna add some light, like dots, like that. Okay, and I'm gonna use a little bit of white up here. Okay. Also here. Right. Yes, you can see here, I'm just creating some more feather-like brush strokes. Okay, now again, using white, I'm gonna create some markings on the beak. You know how um like damage, I call it damage, the beak of certain birds, especially those birds that have large or long beaks. They're usually not perfect, like eagles, um, yeah, eagles, even roosters. It's not super long, but still, it's not perfect. We're going to make some of that details, like little tiny, they're not cracks really, but they are more of scratches, something like that. I'm going to highlight this. Maybe it's too white. Okay, just like that. Okay. I'm gonna get my brown. So a little bit of browny colors. Alright. I'm gonna highlight a bit the hair or the feather. Not the hair, but the feather. Let me check. Okay. It's nice. I'm just gonna make some more highlighting. So for the background, I think I need it to be more dark, than this. And for that, I'll be using now my burnt sienna plus black. I just kind of want it to be more dark. Again, you can always choose the background, but I feel like it needs to be darker. Okay, it's up to you to follow it. You can even use just white. Me, I want some background. Just like that. I kind of like it with the background. All right. So now I'll be adding more details. So I'm gonna even, darken this part of the eye, making it deeper blue. And also right here and right here. I'm gonna create more details on the feathers by overlapping the white with the black. Okay, using some watered down black, I'm going to create some shadows right here. Okay, using white. I'm going to highlight the beak. Using some watered down black again, I'm just gonna darken this part of the face. I want to make sure that there's some sort of depth. It cannot be looking so flat. And some light yellow. Right here on the middle, or in the middle section. Okay. Especially the middle section. Just like that. Okay, and then I want to go around the shape of this bird just to highlight the shape of the bird. I'm gonna lighten that area. And then we're going to separate these two. Right, just like that. And it continues right here. Okay. Again, we want to darken this area. Okay, we want to darken it because we want to give it dimension. Then we also want to gray some areas right here. can make some more detail, very small. And then you want to see overlapping details. Let me check. Good. This is nice. So I'm just gonna create more feathers, feather detailing. Okay. Some more black. So I think I'll be softening even more the background. So I'm just gonna soften the background, okay? So that we finally finish this. So try to soften the background. Yeah, I like this. Okay. I like this. Okay, just to add more details, I'll be using watered down white. And I just want to make sure that this part, this beak, stands out. Alright, just like that. Some more yellows. These are just the final details. And for the feathers, to be more feather-like, I'll be using my fan brush to create random brush feather-like brush strokes, like so. Just like that. And then some light yellows, I'm just retouching it. Let me check. Oh, this is so nice. And then again, I'm just gonna darken a little bit of this area. Just darken this part and this area. That's it. Oops. That was the fire alarm. I think we're done, guys, right? This is nice. So I think I'm gonna sign this now because we're done and I really like the result. So I'm gonna sign this now right here. Okay, and we're done. So yeah, hey, I'm so happy that I did this one because again, this is my first time to do a toucan. And I hope you enjoy this one, guys. And if you're painting along with me, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this painting, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Love you.